Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye. Hey family, how you guys doing? It has been a hectic day. Hey Mary, how you doing? Linda's in the house. Curly McCoy, how are you doing? Guys, I don't know if you guys can see me. Can you guys see me? Says three people in the house. Let me see. My phone is all over the place because I was doing stuff I had no business doing. Hey Caramel Coated, how you doing? Shelly's in the house. Marie Anderson is in the house. Curly McCoy. Okay, you guys can see me. Okay. We've been having some difficulties going on, you guys. Trust and believe. I don't know what's going on. I'm just saying I don't know what's going on. And it's happening, it's not happening to one person, it's happening all over the place. It's happening, it's not happening. It's happening all over the place. So don't think for 1 minute um you know, okay. I'm going to try to see because so I see Shelly and Marie. Let me see who's all in here. Marie, Linda, Carolyn, Caramel Coated Diamonds, Shelly, Marie Anderson, Curly McCoy, Linda Green, Sherry Manning, Lisa Calhoun, The Hummingbird, Dion Rose, Tina Powers, Peggy, V Honey, Cynthia, Alvira, Shawana, Peggy Toe, Sexy Grandma, Barnita, Bernadine is in the house. Bernadine. Jenny Holmes, the phone has been extra, extra. Candy Rice is in the house. Ashley H, how you doing? Yvette C, how you doing? Lady 3242 is in the house. Sharon Simpson is in the house. Shanika's in the house. Lisa B is in the house. Linda Wright is in the house. Andrea Maxwell, how you guys doing? Okay, I think I see everybody. And make sure you guys give the thumbs up when I'm on here. I can't see it for the life of me. There's a lot of stuff going on with YouTube. And you guys, I think they're doing some updates. I think they're doing some updates. So let me let you guys know. Today is Tuesday evening, 5 p.m. We still got 4 minutes. And we do have someone that wants to share whatever they need to share. This is the time to do it. And if she gets done, guess what, you guys? You guys can call in or tell me that you want to share, and I'll send you the link. Come on in, share, share, share. Okay, because this is my confession. This is the show for you guys to voice your concerns, objectives, opinions, whatever is going on in your life, been done, happened, past, present, and the future. This is it. So this is what we want to do. First of all, I want to give thanks to the Lord above. Thank you, Lord, for waking us up this morning. Thank you for giving us this channel. Thank you for everyone that came today. Thank you for the day. It has been a hard day, but I thank you and I appreciate everything that you've done for us. Watch over the ones that needs healing, guidance, answers. Lord, just wrap your hands around them. Give them that love and that peace that they need. We ask for your will to be done in Jesus Christ's name. I pray. Amen. So I was trying to get in touch with one particular person because she had a lot to say last week and I couldn't find her. But we do have the caller. She's already in the chat. Well, she done ran out. Well, we'll wait. She was in there. I just didn't ever hook her on because I was still doing a little talking. But as she comes back in, we still like 3 more minutes. I see Ruby Turner's in the house. Deborah Lewis is in the house. Hey, Deborah. Lisa Calhoun's in the house. Let me see. Marie Anderson. I probably missed somebody. Marcella is in the house. So we got Tasha. We're gonna put her on. She don't want nobody to see her face, so that's okay. Here we go. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Tasha, you there? Tasha. Tasha. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I can hear you every now and then.
Can you hear? Oh Lord.
It's okay. Just
What?
let's see what
And
let's
okay. I was calling in. I see everyone is taking up for my God, George Floyd, and that, but I see people choose to take up and help, want to help, especially even when give them the help that they want to give them and not eat, you know.
you're kind of
And I believe
you're kind of going in and out. So I'm only picking up every so words. And it wasn't like this earlier. I don't know what you did differently.
I didn't do anything.
Okay. See, I heard everything you
It's
said.
raining. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. What I was speaking on, my topic is about I went out for help after I fell at a hospital, and I tried fairly, and I noticed how people want to help and they want to judge people, and well, just, and I have a problem with it because I actually fell injured, and I'm a single parent of 6, and I never needed, and me and my kids from then we are still suffering. But I fell off a pole, and they went and put up a face. They went and put up a. She got the help she received, and I feel like based off of selling off of sex and all of these wrong things for the right things.
So,
Wrong.
okay. So what you're saying is you're upset because people are um taking up for George?
No, not for George. I was using him as an example
Okay.
because he's not the first police officer, but it's sad to say it took for his to come for somebody to actually speak up, because this is not the first time somebody, if a police officer, anybody's doing something wrong in their job, but a lot of times people want you to be quiet when you speak up about certain issues.
Right.
And my problem was because I keep being quiet even after I spoke up, and I did try to make some noise about, I've been treated unfairly, and nothing was did about it. But it really has affected me and my kids. And I've been always trying to speak up for myself my whole life. I have medical issues I've always had my whole life, but that still don't stop me from speaking up for myself. So I don't be around a lot of people because I have trust issues. Because number one, I've been basically doing wrong my whole life. People always trying to befriend me. They see that I'm so nice and they take my kindness for weakness. And then when I get upset, they want to play the card like, oh, she crazy and she this and she that and she don't know what she talking about.
Right.
Just
Right.
like I become the black sheep of the family. I took up for myself and I say, oh, hey, I was molested. I told the school people. Oh, nothing was did about that. And just like my family, they feel like, hey, I shouldn't say anything about it. I'm supposed to keep my mouth closed. And it was happening a long time ago, so you should not be affected by it.
Really? Is that what
I
they said
mean,
to you?
this the type of things that go on. So, and then yes, they did. That's what they want to happen. That's why we don't have a relationship right now, and I don't talk to them. Even I still talk to them after the fact, and that's what I'm saying. Family is not family anymore, and we know we are living in these last evil days. But for like I say, just like when I fell at the hospital, I came to family members because I fell. Not just that, I had medical issues. I had arthritis. I had fibromyalgia. But I got put out a day before Christmas because my baby girl stopped up a family member toilet stool, and they couldn't understand. They told me, "Oh, ain't nothing wrong with you. Oh, with fibromyalgia ain't nothing." And I had just fell at that hospital about 2 weeks. It took them about 2 or 3 weeks to come and get me, I think, if I'm right. And no, it took them about 2 weeks to come and get me. And so they told me wasn't nothing wrong with me. Oh, I should watch my daughter better. I just fell and almost lost my whole entire life. Where my neck and I had cracked 3 vertebrae, and then my spine was shifted over. Where I fell and cracked my neck at, where I fell and cracked my neck at, I could have died because it says that it stops, it messes with your breathing and everything. So, and yeah, and that's how I was treated. And so me and my kids had to spend Christmas in the shelter, and we got mistreated in the shelter. Oh, they got mad because I spoke up for myself because it was cold. It was December, January. They didn't give us any blankets or anything. And so they was mad because I spoke up. Because the lady, she didn't even try to go downstairs to get in the blanket. She just told us it wasn't any. So she got mad because I said something. So all that while we was in the shelter, we was getting attacked by the workers there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. And then I'm like, because you damned if you do it, you damned if you don't. You do speak up, you might get something, and then you might not get nothing. And I was born in January, so I got some of Dr. Martin Luther King in me, and I do try to do what's right. I never said I was a perfect person, but I'm always going to speak up for myself or my kids, and I'm going to protect my kids the best way I can.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that's been me, and that's all I'm going to do. And like I say, we've been treated unfairly from the time I fell. When I spoke up for myself, I say, hey, these people at the hospital didn't treat me fairly. Hey, they're not doing their job. Just like I've been fighting. I've been ever since I fell. I've been waiting to see a neurologist. I haven't been able to see. I almost just had a heart attack. My health is just slowly declining.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they playing the game with my whole life because number one, I'm not rich. And then it's all about the Benjamins. And then that's what I want to speak on because it not just happened to me. I have a sister that's disabled. And she was did treated so unfairly that she actually did lose her mind. And from the sister I knew from when I was a kid, I used to see her go to places. She was able to do things for herself. But by her being mistreated so unfairly, she ended up losing her mind. That brought me kind of into nursing, but it broke my heart because ever to today, I still had hope and still have hope that one day my sister mind will even snap back, you know. And I
Mm-hmm.
refuse to even let that happen to me, regardless what has happened in my whole life. But I'm not gonna let people just do me any type of way and then keep saying, "Oh, you gonna be quiet. Oh, leave that alone. Oh, that's not that much. Oh, you ain't that hurt."
Right. Right. So you getting tired of that. I understand that.
Yes, ma'am. And it's not even that I'm tired. My life is at jeopardy right now. Like I told the doctor one upon a time. He kept telling me I had the stomach flu. Kept telling me to take some medicine. I got so sick, I ended up going to the hospital. They put me on 7 different medicines just to get me well. This was a couple of years ago. This is why I'm sick of fighting with these doctors about my health. They're getting paid, but they're not doing their job like they should. And then I also see they take up for the color of what they want to take up for. They help the color of what they want to help. One time I went to the hospital for my grandson, and they didn't want to help us get home. She didn't want to help get a cab. She didn't want to help get me a car seat. But like I told her, I remember when I did work and I used to take cabs. Some of these cabs have car seats in them. Because what she was trying to do was get my grandson took away from me. Because they that prejudiced. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like she was acting like uh she didn't want to let me leave the hospital with my grandson. And like she was not able to give me the help that I needed, which was a car seat to get him home. So we made it home, but I'm just want to tell you some of the games they try to play. And it's a difference between depression and you stone crazy. Them are
Right.
two type of differences.
Right.
And schizophrenic. And so I know that some people they drive people into depression, schizophrenic, and all of that. I have learned to snap back from all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But like I say right now, with my health being really like my daughter, for instance, I lost my daughter 4 years ago, due to negligence from the doctor's part, and they seem like they just don't care about us at all. And they kept saying she had anxiety. When the doctor, he said he was going to put on heart medicine for 3 months, and if that didn't work, he was going to do the surgery. He did not do the surgery. He put her back on heart medicine, and her heart failed her.
Right. Now, do you think that maybe do you think it's a white and black thing?
Oh, I know it is because I believe that's some of the problem. This was the first instance. My daughter, she was fit to get married to a white man down in this town. She ended up passing. They didn't do what they wanted for her. Well, they didn't do what she needed. I had a nephew. He was in his 30s. My daughter was just going to turn 25 this year, I believe, if I'm right. I'm not good with the math.
Mm-hmm.
My nephew, he came down to visit me. He had a bad heart. Then that's another thing. He was afraid because he kept saying they was lying on him. And they does that. Sometimes they don't keep it real with you. They don't tell you things like they should. And so they want to keep saying, you refuse. You need to explain this to me correctly, Mr. Doctor or nurse. Don't keep saying that I'm refusing things. And you're
Now,
not actually explaining it to me right.
now there's someone in the chat and they say, "Did you know that they have advocates in the hospital that if you ask for them, they will be speaking for on your behalf? That anytime you have a complaint, you can ask for that advocate to talk to them and say, "Hey, they're not explaining this medication. Hey, they just walking all over me. They're not coming cleaning the room. They're not checking on me." Did you know that they have an advocate in every hospital that you can ask for to talk and speak for you?
Well, no, I did not know that. Being I used to work in healthcare, and then like I say, some of my memory is not good. Number one, that's what I'm going back to. I've been asking my general practitioner for a social worker because I can see my health declining. They
Right.
finally fit try to give me some home care now. It took for me to almost have a heart attack for them to actually get on their job. And it shouldn't have to come to that when I've been seeing you for almost 2 years. And if that's the case, why am I being done wrong? Because I complained to that hospital about I fell. I didn't see no advocate take up for me. I didn't see anybody take up for me. I made a complaint.
Right. Right.
So it's all
Okay.
about cover up.
So, but what kind of, I mean, do you got the Medicaid, Medicare insurance, the state insurance? Because that's some good
I have both
insurance.
of them. I
Wow.
have both of them. That's exactly my point. Why am I being treated like this? I see everybody else get the health care because I can't remember stuff. That's why I go to the doctor for, because I need help. And I have not been getting the help that I need.
Right.
That's exactly my point. If then I hear everybody say that. And so now, because I asked my doctor just a couple of about a month ever since I done almost had this heart attack. I asked her about the social worker. You know, she sent me a darn psychiatrist. She told me send me the number to get a psychiatrist to call me. I asked
Uh,
for a damn social worker. So why you send me the psychiatrist? Because I'm not having no anxiety. My heart is actually messing up, but they want to keep saying some anxiety. Stop your freaking lies. See, they done messed up for the last time with me. They messed up with me when they let my daughter die. I had to watch her die for 3 weeks straight in a row because they didn't do exactly nothing because she was a freaking donor. I used to have that heart to be a donor. I used to have a heart to stand up for this country. But when I see how this country is, they're not worthy enough. I wouldn't even want my son to fight in this war if he was needed because they're not worthy enough anymore. I used to want to do that type of stuff. These people are not worthy.
right. Right. I can feel, only feel your anger. Um, you know, especially when you're sick, you need someone to speak for you, especially if they're not treating you right. But I'm glad that you do now know that there's an advocate in the hospital. You have to ask for the advocate, and then that way, like it's almost like the police department or any other place you go to. They may say something like she's agitated or, she's refusing this such, but they're not really saying coming to you and speaking to you. So when you're in the hospital, do your family come to visit you? Because that makes a difference also.
As they wouldn't care if I'm dead or alive. You probably could see that now. Let me tell you, after I just almost had this heart attack, I called my so-called niece to come and pick me up from the hospital before I would have to pay for a cab. She told me she can't come because she fit to go pick up a rental car to go out of town. So what does that say? That speaks a lot of volume. What family? That's why I keep saying I don't have any because a lot of them have lost their mind for trying to take up for us. The police doing people wrong. A lot of my family have lost their mind. That's another thing that upsets me because they're not the same anymore. I moved out of town and came back. It's like everybody has literally lost their mind,
Right.
and
So,
I'm really upset about that
right.
because it didn't have to be that way. But every time we want to speak up, they want us to be quiet. They want us to be quiet
Right. Right.
because it just ain't the first battle on the head. I had to take care of my mother before she passed, and I just try to speak up for her. A couple of times we saw him do a lot of wrong things. We had a lawsuit before she died, but I don't know what happened with that. But every time, I don't know why is it when black people try to sue, or a person of color, I should say, we gotta really have to come out of our pocket. We have to go through a lot. We have to have death or something to be able to do it. Just
Right.
like with my daughter, they say the only reason I couldn't win the case is because she missed an appointment. And I don't even believe she missed an appointment. If she did, she had heart failure. What does that speak? She probably couldn't even make it. But because she missed one appointment, I don't feel that's fair because it's the doctor's fault. If he would have did his job, she possibly wouldn't have missed an appointment.
Right. 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 I understand what you're saying. So do you think okay, so you went to the hospital and instead of them getting you a social worker, they got you a therapist or a
I didn't go
psychiatrist.
to the hospital. No, I asked my general practitioner. I've been seeing her over the phone, talking to her over the phone because we can't go in because of the COVID. And I also had the COVID. And I'm like, I don't think they treated me right with that. So yes, I asked her, I need to speak to the social worker. I've been asking for quite some time because I've been struggling with my children.
Right.
But instead of her giving me a social worker, she sends me a psychiatrist to call to talk to,
Right.
talking about anxiety again. Just like when I went to the hospital last month before I just almost had this heart attack. I had to argue with the paramedics. He kept telling me that my heart was not racing, that it was just anxiety. So I had to sit up there and catch a cab the very next day after I went to that hospital, and I'm very upset. And I did let them see me because I knew something was wrong with my heart. And after they got it calmed down, the very next day, I was so sick, I called a cab to go to another hospital, and I was just this close to having a heart attack.
Right.
So it's a big difference between anxiety and
And a heart
having a
attack.
heart attack.
Right. Right. So they so
And
okay,
I'm
so
tired of these doctors lying.
mhm. So somebody's asking, how old was your daughter that passed away?
She was fit approach 21 years old when she passed away from heart failure, from her first child. Somewhere down the line, they didn't do something right when she was pregnant. They kept saying there was something wrong with the baby all the time. I believe it was something wrong with her.
Okay. So now I'm going to ask you this question. So when you called for the ambulance, they kept saying that your heart, you just having an anxiety. So they finally left, and then you called a cab and called a cab to another hospital, and they
Well, no,
found
they
out
took
you
me to
had.
the hospital.
Okay.
They took me to that hospital, but I got pissed off because I heard them telling the doctors that I was just having anxiety. And so when I heard that, I snapped. I said, "What you mean it's anxiety? This is not no anxiety." So then the doctor said, because I said every time I come here, I get treated wrong anyway. One time I went to the hospital, I left. I was so tired and not feeling well, I still had a doggone IV in my arm. They're gonna try to ask me, "Well, did they let you leave?" Yeah, yeah, they let me leave. They had to give me my discharge papers. Stop trying to make it look like I'm the one that's making the mistakes.
Okay. So do you think this has to do with your color being black that you're discriminated against, or your disability?
I believe it's all of it. The one hospital that keep having a problem with, they just got sued for treating a black person, a person of color, wrong. And her baby came out. I don't know if it was deformed or what, but they ain't been too long got sued for that for many years ago. And I believe it's not just because of my color or my skin. They're very racist there. And like I said, yes, it has something to do with it. And then my disability, and then they want to keep trying to think they fit to get away with things.
Okay. So when the psychiatrist when they gave you the number, instead of giving you a number to a social worker, they gave you a number to the psychiatrist. Did you call the psychiatrist?
Oh, she called me and I accepted. I don't decline any help. I
Okay.
don't have any friends. I talk to Jesus all day long and I'm surrounded by my kids every day 24/7, but I'm not around adults. So yes, sometimes I do need to talk to somebody else. And yes, I do need a better insight on things. So I did talk to the psychiatrist lady, like I was advised to.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me that I can call her anytime I need to talk to her.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. That's good. But you still, did you tell her your concerns? Did you tell her what they doing?
I did. And I mean, um, I know I told her because the way I'm talking to you, it don't take much to piss me off now because I'm tired of people walking all over me like I'm nobody.
Right.
When I took care of people for a living, you understand me? And that's
Right.
part of why my body like this because it helps decline make your health decline. And
Right.
so yeah, I told her and I told her I was pissed off with this doctor. I've been seeing her for almost the past 2 years, and I'm not getting anywhere, but getting even worse.
Right. Right. Right.
So I did tell her I have a problem with it. And
Right.
then I asked to speak to administrator. This man told me I need to stop Googling. No, I'm
Stop
not
what?
gonna stop Googling, because what they don't tell me, I try to learn on my own. Yes, I'm not gonna sit here and die for nobody because you want to play like you God. I'm not.
He tells you to stop Googling. So what
He
he's
told me I
what
need
is
to stop Googling.
he said you need to stop Googling. So he trying to say you're a hypochondriac, that everything you think, you try to diagnose yourself and you say, since I cough, I must have the flu, and you know what I'm saying? And or you know what I'm saying?
I got so because like I told him, I said this doctor, let me tell you, I told him that she must have misdiagnosed me a long time ago. Way I don't know if you remember me talking to you a while ago, and I was like, I'm so sick, I felt like I was dying. Oh,
Yes.
and I find out not too long ago that I had a freaking COVID. And I believe me and my kids had it all the way back then. And so um that's really because I was upset with the doctor because my blood was clotting. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why you all not giving me anything to stop my blood from clotting? She gonna say the aspirin is supposed. That's the thinner for my blood clot. And I
Right.
almost just fucking had excuse me, I almost just freaking had a heart attack. And then, I'm gonna be stressed out because I'm in the house with kids, and I have a heart condition, and I can't be stressed out. So what is your mo, doctors? What is y'all on? Y'all want to see what's gonna happen? Like y'all playing a waiting game with me. That's all what it looked like.
Right. I mean, you said, somebody's asking in the room, was you tested for COVID, or do you think you had COVID? Was you tested positive?
Oh yeah, I was tested.
Hold on, you guys. She done blinked off. She'll come back on because hold on, she'll figure it out. She'll figure it out. Okay, here she is. Here she is.
I did test positive. I went to get two bad teeth out because I believe that's nothing affecting my heart, and that was real bad. I believe that was causing some of my heart problem. It was black at the top of one of my teeth, and
Oh,
so after I got the tooth out, I tested positive for COVID. I was trying to get my heart procedure did, and they said I had to do the test for COVID before they can do it. So that's how I ended up finding out that they say I was positive.
right,
And then just not too long ago, they said I was negative. So I ended up getting my angiogram did because they say I was negative. But
right,
I don't even believe that it was it could have been a COVID. But I think it was that bacteria infection from the bad teeth in my mouth.
right, 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 right. Okay. Hmm. I have one. I don't know if anybody else have any questions for Tasha. If you have any questions, I'll ask her right now, you guys. With 33 in the hour. Marie says yes, aspirin do thin the blood. Yes, it does. It does. And
It does, but it wasn't helping me fast enough. I could have died. If I had not been using this vinegar, apple cider vinegar with the mother, I probably would be dead because I could feel it clotting in my arms.
hmm,
And then they only had me on a very low dosage, 81 milligrams.
right,
But
right,
I had to accept what she said. She did give me answers. She said, but this what also made me upset because she didn't give me the antibiotics to like the second week. She didn't give me no antibiotics. She told me that they really don't give out antibiotics if you had COVID. And then I told her I
right,
wasn't feeling well, so she finally gave it to me. Then she said, "Well, you can't come out till you have no symptoms." I'm like, "Well, it's hard to tell if I don't have any symptoms or not because I'm always aching and I've been in pain, this and that." And I'm like, "You want me to just keep staying in the house and then you're not trying to check because I need you to check my blood work to see if I have high blood pressure or high cholesterol, and then so I can see what's going on. But I
right,
can't do that if you're not letting me come out and you won't even let me even come to the office. How am I supposed to get checked out?"
right. Someone is asking you, how old are your children?
They range from 17 on down to 5.
Okay. And then someone's asking, do you have a life coach?
No, I do not.
Okay. Um, Asking, do you get assistance from social service?
Social service, that being public aid, food stamps. Is that what they asking?
Well, yeah.
Okay, yes, I do. Oh, I'm on the phone.
Right.
Go sit down.
Nancy DC, you right. I went to the hospital and only got 7 pills. I sure did. Hmm.
Yeah, when
Um,
I got my tooth pulled out, they only gave me 5 pills. They only gave me 5 pills for pain.
um, Anybody else got any other questions for Tasha? So are you a little bit upset that people are speaking up for George? Are you for that, or because you first said something about George Floyd and I was like, okay.
Oh, I was trying to use him as an example. No, I'm not upset at all. Only thing I'm upset of is it shouldn't have to took for him or another black person, and not even just a black person, but anybody to keep being done wrong. I know for them to get on the police department. Like I said, I have a history with them,
Mhm.
and you could go in for a parking ticket sometime, and just because your hair is not combed or something, they want to treat you like you're nobody. No, I'm
Uh,
not upset because they took up for them. Somebody needs to take up for them. And I'm that type of person. If I would have been there, I would have been doing exactly what they was doing. Hey, police, you're not right. You need to stop this right now. And that's why I have to slow down that, because I have kids to live for. And I just can't always be the person to sit up there and put my life on the line. But I'm glad that somebody filmed that, because it needs to be said. I was trying to use him as an example, as like I did with the stripper lady. Now they heard about the stripper lady fell off the pole. Everybody donated a lot of money for her. I went on Facebook. I told them I fell. I said these people trying to kill me at the hospital. It's not even about the money. Nobody didn't even really listen to me. They didn't try to help me. Even my kid's father, he said, "Oh, you got yourself into this. Get yourself out." What are you saying? And then you don't want to help me because I had an accident in the hospital, and I'm not, and now I can't take care of my kids like I should. And I'm being treated a certain way, like as if it's my fault that I can't move around like I need to and take care of my kids or cook food or do anything, a grocery shop, because I'm more disabled than I've ever been. And my kids uncomfortable for it. You understand? Uncomfortable because I can't be out in the sun, and I can't do this and I can't do that. So yes,
right,
they're going through a lot.
right, right. Somebody says to me, if you are on disability, you need to contact the Department of Disability and they will advocate for you. Yeah,
Well, thank
that's
you for the news. I will do that. I've tried to contact somebody today. I actually did, the NAACP, because I do need somebody to speak up for me, because this is not right.
and I'm gonna say something because you keep saying something about you fell at a hospital. Tell me why you have not called an attorney about that. Because you can fall anywhere. I don't care. They are responsible. I don't care. I don't care if you tripped over your own 2 feet. If you're on their property, they are responsible. Why you ain't called one of those attorneys that you don't pay them nothing until you get paid? They're all on
I
TV all
did.
day long.
I did. Number one, I didn't have TV for a while. We ended up in a shelter, like I told you. We still starting over from this fall. And a lot of them are not willing to take my case. For what reason? I have no idea. I've talked to a couple of people. One minute they say they can take it, then they turn it down. So I don't have any control over that.
Okay. First they say they'll take it, and then they say no.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm wondering what's up with that. The one lady told me I possibly need like $5,000 for somebody to take the case, which I don't have that.
No, they got there's all kind of attorneys that guess what? They'll take your case and you don't pay nothing until you get paid off that case.
And
They-
that's exactly what I want to know. I see a lot of them, but especially since this COVID happened. And then, like I say, because I don't watch TV a lot, and we just now getting TV. We don't have cable, but we got some type of TV going on now. But
Mhm.
that's exactly what I want to know because I haven't called people. I think I might have called one person on the TV, but
Mhm.
um, number one, when you're afraid for your life, you kind of be quiet. I've been through some things. So no, don't get up and take it out of here. Don't do all that. That's all you got to do. Like I said, when your life has been threatened oh so many times, you do be quiet. And I was being quiet exactly like they wanted me to be. And then if I keep being quiet, I'm gonna be quiet and I'll be dead sooner than later.
Mhm.
And that's I should finally at the doctors finally somebody gonna send a home. Now they want to finally send it. Exactly my point. I'm sorry, I'm not good with all these messages and stuff. Finally, one general practitioner today said they're gonna send me out some home care. And I want to know what took so long with that. If the doctor prescribed me a walker over a year ago when I fell, and I didn't I had trouble getting around. I could stand up for so long. I'd be in pain a lot. That's another thing was wrong with my heart. And I'm not on any pain medicine. I have to just take this, or I'm taking a Tylenol because I have to be careful with the medicine. And so she finally today, one of them, not my general practitioner, but that's another thing they get away with. They let you speak to this doctor one day or a general practitioner. Next day they let you speak to this person. And that's how they getting away with all this mess going on. And they
Right.
should have been sent me out some help a long time ago.
So when you failed, did you make a report to the hospital you failed?
Yes, I made a report. And this I made a report. That man told me that he think I'm over exaggerating. It was a report made. That's why I know it's a mess to this. Exactly my point. And it was recorded.
Oh,
But since it's out of town, they know I'm not coming back in that town because I don't trust them. So
right,
that's why they laughing. Because they know I won't step foot back in their town because they're not to be trusted.
right, right. So you were saying it shouldn't have took for this man to get killed, then everybody want to stand up and say this is wrong. Everybody been knowing how they've been treating certain people, whether it's the color or disability. Because there's a lot of people in the chat room saying, yeah, I don't have a doctor. Yeah, they treated me like crap. That's what they're saying in the chat room. I don't know if you've seen it, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but there's a lot of
I'm
people
sorry.
that, huh?
I said I'm sorry. It's hard for me to keep up and then try to talk and read and all of that. I'm not good with this.
So someone says that you need a calm friend that, maybe when you're trying to tell them that you become frustrated and then and you can't, they're not listening to you because they're going to turn it around and say, oh, you need meds. You need to go talk to a psychiatrist or something. So
Exactly. That's why I've been quiet because I do have PTSD, and I don't go around hurting people, but it is hurtful, and that's why I have to watch my step because that's exactly what they do. It took me a long time to go to the hospital because I was scared of the COVID, but I knew my heart was in distress.
right. I'm sorry you had to go through all of that. That's a lot to go through. And
Thank you.
then, um, you got your kids depending on you. So I get it. Someone is saying, who is threatening you?
Well, I'm not even going to get called that. I guess they call them the higher ups. Something I don't deal with.
Tasha, you okay?
Yes, thank you. I'm just very emotional.
Well, did you write down some of the advice that we were giving you? Like at the hospitals, they have advocates. At the disability office, you can ask for an advocate, to talk to you because sometimes you may be in and out or maybe frustrated and talking calm. And so that's giving them room to continue to do and treat you the way they treat you. So maybe getting an advocate is the first thing you probably need to do, whether it's definitely not at the hospital, but with disability.
All right, disability advocate.
Yeah,
Yes,
ask,
because I had my share with the hospital and I saw how they lied on my nephew until he died. And they did him so wrong.
right, right. Mm. Well, and you got your disability. They assign a particular person to help you with disability, right?
Yes. I'm gonna I really have faith in my general practitioner because if I knew what took all this, I would did that from the get go. I've been saying almost 2 years and you don't see a foot doctor you ask for, you don't see the social worker, they send you and they let you see who they want to see, or they come up with these excuses. Just like I've been waiting to see the neurosurgeon for almost a year, almost 2 years since I fell, and they want to keep up coming up with this story, that story. And I said, well, you my doctor, you supposed to be helping me. It was a lot of times I used to have a lot of migraines. That's why I don't take that medicine anymore. Because I was having so many migraines that I couldn't talk on the phone to take up for myself. And that's why I'm going to the doctor. And I was upset with her because I've been coming to you all this time. And you're not fighting for me. But you say you are.
Right, 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 right. And I don't know who put it in the chat. She is on our prayer list. You guys, she's a part of our family. She is on our prayer list. Um, well, Tasha, do you want I don't really have a lot to do tomorrow. Do you want to call your disability advisor, whoever that they appointed to you, with me on the phone?
Sure, please, thank you.
Okay.
Tomorrow, we'll find a good time. I'm supposed to go to the school to get my daughter's graduation stuff.
Okay. Well, just let me know what time. I usually, if you text me, I'll see. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be around my phone all day. I really got a lot of things to do at home, so I'm just cleaning up around the house. So you can call me tomorrow and let's see if we can get you a so that you don't have to talk to them. The advocate will talk to them and you just talk to the advocate. And because if you go to this hospital, go to that hospital, and then go to this doctor and go to that doctor, somebody needs to put all this stuff together and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Because one don't sometimes talk to the other. So it's almost like beating a dead horse when you're trying to explain over and over and over, and the person gets upset after explaining it 10 times. Nobody's listening.
Yes, thank you.
So we'll see if we can get an advocate from the disability, and you can let them know that I'm on the phone, you know,
All right.
because there's nothing wrong with it. That as long as you're in agreement that I can be on the phone and we can listen, they might. Let me tell you something. I know this for a fact that when you have family members that's in the hospital or a nursing home or whatever, when family don't come and visit or whatever, I know for a fact they do what they want to do and they don't treat people the way they would if their family members was there. Trust and believe, I've seen it over and over and over and over and over. I hate to say this, but when I was in the hospital, my family was there. every day, 24/7, and things still happened to me while I was there. They were still doping me up. I did not
Yeah.
know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Until I literally, just the spirit that's in me said no more. My family was like, she said no more,
Yeah.
then she said no more. I didn't know, I didn't know one day from the next, but my spirit did. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is I don't know how close you are, or you, like you said, you talk to the Jesus all the time. You talk to your God all the time. Stay close with that. And not only that, let's continue to do, you have to be calm. You have to be calm when we call and talk to them, even though that you're upset. You don't get upset because they can make a difference. And I know for a fact that they can make it hard or do things that
Yeah.
other people think that they don't do. And I'm not gonna put it out there, but you know what I'm talking about. They can
Yes, ma'am.
they
I've seen it did. They just tried to do that.
right. But
And
when you
so I made a complaint against them because they said I was having an anxiety and I was actually about to have a heart attack. So I actually got to speak up for myself today. I had to wait till I feel well enough or feel better to do that.
okay, so sometimes when EMS and the ambulance come, sometimes your anxiety can cause your heart attack, and so if they try to get your heart by calming you down, because people sometimes you have a heart attack, you have it because you're thinking about it and it just comes. People say I wasn't thinking about it. Yeah, you was. Sometimes yeah, you was, you just
Hmm.
didn't know it. You still worried about it, you just didn't know it. But
Uh-huh.
sometimes when a person is excited and they're loud and they're aggressive, that caused them to even get worse. So I
Right.
understand why they were trying to say, you're having an anxiety tank, calm down. Let's get you some anxiety medicine and see if that'll work. Because you don't want to give somebody a heart medicine when the only thing they need to do is calm down. Because
Mhm.
you can over, like slow their heart down when they don't need it. Because it heart
Right.
medication, it happens in like that. That's why they put it in that little blue bottle, so that, or black bottle, whatever anybody want to say. I call it a blue bottle so it won't touch sunlight, because when you take that,
Uh-huh.
I can't remember what it's called right now, nitrogen. When you take that and put
Oh yeah.
it works like that. It
They gave it to me one time. That's what I'm telling you. One time, right before this little incident, they had gave me some and it helped me out.
right,
And that's another reason I was upset with my doctor because for months I've been telling her, my heart, my heart, my heart. And even my heart, I have a heart doctor now because I almost had this heart attack. He said, aren't you looking for a new doctor? Haven't you been complaining about your heart? And I say, yes. So he hooked me up with another doctor that I'm waiting to see.
right,
Because it's not like I'm just making things up. I've been complaining and I've been telling her these issues, and it's like I'm talking to a wall.
right. And let me tell you something. Like I said, you probably got plenty of doctors. They don't, who knows what medication, they're not all coming together, so they may not know all your information, and then they get part of it, and then you go over here because they're not treating you right, and all of it needs to come together, because sometimes they be thinking you just want meds, or you just want, I mean, I don't know if you get a check
Right? That's
or
how they used to treat me. Exactly. And there's no, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I'm not on any pain medicine. I just smoke marijuana for my pain. I don't even smoke anymore. This is how serious this is.
right,
That marijuana was my only pain medicine because that
right,
other medicine was making me sick. I had been complaining since last year. Some medicine they gave me, it kept making me overheat. So I believe that this started from that medicine too. All the way from last time in the summertime, I kept telling her I don't want to take that medicine because I'm overheating. As soon as I go out and go to the store, the corner store, I'm getting overheated where I feel like I'm going to pass out. This is happening, been happening since last year.
well, okay, see, sometimes you need to make sure that they know you're getting nauseated. It might have a it might have a side effect, which is when you're in sunlight, some medications while you're in sunlight, I mean, you can't be off in the sunlight. See, I don't like sunlight. People think it's crazy, but I get a big headache when I go out in the sunlight. My medication
Right.
may make me even worse. You know what I'm saying? And they need to explain the side effects
Yes.
to the medication. If you tell your doctor, when I go out in the sun, guess what? I'm getting these big headaches or something. Then they should tell you, and maybe they have told you, but you probably thought nothing about it. It's a side effect to that medication. So if you're going to take that medication, you cannot go outside in the sunlight. And I'm
Yes.
just,
And
I'm,
that's
I'm
the
just,
problem. Some of
even though
these doctors,
let me put a disclaimer out there because I am a nurse.
uh-huh.
So let me just put this disclaimer out there. I am a pediatric nurse. I'm not a nurse to give you advice, to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you that there are side effects to every medication, and one of the side effects
And I read that.
is okay.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true. I work with a lot of doctor nurses, and I know that is true what you just said. And then I've been Googling since I have not been working with doctor nurses. I ain't saying everything on Google is true, but
Right.
I did read that. And as I go outside, I use an umbrella to hide me from the sun. That's what I do. I don't
Right.
know if that helps or not, but I know if I be out in the sun too long, and I'm not on medicine anymore, but I will get, and it's probably my fibromyalgia, I will get very sick. I can't be in the sun for long.
Right. Right. And then, like Sharon is saying, and maybe that medication that if you are outside and it's giving you headaches because of the sunlight, because sunlight is a side effect to a lot of medication. People do not know that. They just think they get a headache every time they go
I
outside. No,
read that. Yeah, the side
right.
effects.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it wasn't just that it was giving me headaches. It was making me overheat to where I want to pass out.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I
And
know.
that's not a 15-minute walk. That's not good. You understand me? That's why I feel that medicine was not for me. Maybe she should have switched my medicine
Right,
because I should be able to walk 15 minutes and not get sick.
right. Exactly. Exactly. Anybody else have any questions? Uh, she is falling through the cracks. She is falling. Since she is falling through the cracks, someone is not doing their job. Well, we're gonna follow up, and then tomorrow, hopefully, I can talk with her with the disability, see if we can get an advocate to get everything together and figure out, you know. But I mean, you do have to, when they do give you medication. If you don't take the medication, they're gonna say you in denial, or you know you're not taking the medication. No wonder, or something. So we got to make sure what medication you're taking. And then some medications don't need to go with other medications, especially like orange juice. And I didn't know that
Right.
until one day I had to figure out you can't. And are you do you have high blood pressure?
I'm still to this day, I never had it. I still don't know yet. That's what I'm trying to tell my doctor. Can we do some blood work? They told me a whole nother month they'd be able to see me. A whole
Okay.
nother month it's gonna take for them to see me. And I don't think it should take that long. But I have a new doctor that I'm trying to see. So we're gonna pray and just let God continue to do his work. I'm gonna continue to try to stay calm and do my work like I should so I can get the health care that I deserve and need so I can get
Okay.
better.
Okay. And you will call me tomorrow, and we'll try to get an advocate. We can ask,
Yes,
and then
ma'am.
we're gonna start figuring out what's who, because you need to have everything together. That's one thing. What's good, but we can't get angry with the person that they pick or choose. And we'll do that tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, I do have, well, the only thing is, what time would you like me to call you tomorrow?
You can call me anytime. I'm gonna be
Okay,
up.
because I
I'm
do
gonna
have
be up
meals.
early tonight because everything in this power went wrong today. So hmm, I'll be
All
up
right, because
tomorrow.
I
I'm
do
gonna
have
sleep
me a
really good.
witness.
Go
I
ahead.
have a witness. It's just that she's out of town. I'm thinking about moving back. towards where I was at to get help with my kids because she's about the only one. I have trust issues, and she's not just my family member. She's my best friend, and she knows that I'm not going to lie on anybody. She knows about the fall at the hospital. We had to go and stay with her for a whole week because I was afraid. At first, I couldn't move anything. So I do have somebody that you could probably at least talk to and know that I'm telling the truth.
Oh, I believe you. I've been talking to you for a while, so I believe that all these things is happening to you, and we need to find an advocate for you some way, whether it's through your insurance, because they have them also, or through whatever hospital that you go to all the time. But we need an advocate just for, even when you said that they're going to start having giving you home care.
Well, that's what she said, that they're sending my referral in the mail
Okay, that's
for.
good. That's
She
good.
did mention home care today.
Okay, well, that's good. Because if they become home care, guess what? They got to put everything together. I know, because that's what I do. I put everybody's plan together with your meds, with your one meds, and find out
Right.
what time to take
Yeah.
the meds, which doctor is which doctor, put everything together, and then they go to battle and fight for what and then you start having a relationship with that home care, and then they know what's going on. And if you don't like something, that's how you can get the ball rolling. But we'll
Okay.
could be just miscommunication. Yeah. So Tasha, thank you for coming on today. I appreciate you.
Oh, well, thank you, SP and family. Thank you all for caring.
And I will talk to you tomorrow, okay?
All right. Okay. God bless you all and thank you for all the advice.
God bless you too.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey you guys. Tasha is a family member. And you know, um it's a lot. I got nothing but time. I can make some calls, you guys. And I was happy that I called her. I called her. I was trying to reach someone else and I called her and she was like, "Yeah, come on." I was like, "Oh, I called the wrong person." But okay, well, it's I tell everyone, check this out, you guys. This channel is for everybody. I don't care what it is you want to talk about. If you don't want to show your face, don't show your face. But you got something that you want to get off your chest or whatever, come on, talk about it. I'm not saying that we're going to get on here and we're going to cuss people out that's on YouTube. Now, that's not what we're here for. We're not here for that because I don't want to get off into that riffraff. No, 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 no. But if something going on, then let me know. Try to let me know before Monday gets here because I don't want to have to be digging somebody up on Tuesday. Tasha, you will have a case manager. Stay in contact with them. They are very helpful. We are going to make sure she get a case manager. And then somebody needs to make sure that the case manager is doing what they're doing. And you know what? If she signs that over that says, "Hey, yeah, SPLP, you know what? I'm not in your state, but you know what? I can still make calls and ask what's going on. Why is this? Why is that? You know what I'm saying? I've been an advocate for a lot of people. Yeah. I don't like to see people get mistreated. I really don't. If I can't treat you right, I'd rather just leave. I just rather just leave. Or if you leave me, I'll be like, okay. If you think I'm mistreating you, okay. I don't believe I'm mistreating you. I try to do a better, 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 better. Well, thank you, Nancy. B Honey said I fired my nurse today. You saw me in the park, girl. I was there. Anyway, you guys, I want to make sure everybody knows that our sponsor is Nora's Closet. And we've been putting it in the chat. So I want you guys to know. Make sure you put it in there. Thank you, Sanjay Watts. Sanja Watts. Sanja. Thank you, Nora's Closet. If you're looking for a gift for a loved one, a birthday's coming up. I know Father's Day's coming up, but we got 4th of July coming up. But Father's Day coming up, you still gonna have to look good. Father's Day coming up, you gotta buy you something so you can look good. You say, Daddy, this is your birthday present. Surprise. And he'd be like, oh, okay. Every man like his woman look good. Most of them do. You get that in the name of Jesus. Yes. Yes, enjoy it. Gonna go over there. Thank you, Nancy DC. Go over there, check her out, see what she got going on. If anything, she's got the accessory. She got earrings, she got finger rings, she got glasses over there. You guys, she got all kind of stuff over there. And that's what I do. I support my own. I know we're 6 minutes in the hour. Last time I said that, they came and took down our channel. And they gave it back to us. It ain't even a copyright. It said it was a copyright. It ain't even a copyright. They ain't even gave me an appeal. They ain't even sent me a letter saying appeal it. It'll go up sooner or later, you guys. Don't worry about it. I don't worry about stuff like that because it will be what it be. Um, so we're gonna keep Tasha in our prayers. We're gonna keep Big Girl in our prayers. She's going to a funeral real soon. We're gonna keep Sonya Watts in our prayers. She done fail. And she must be doing okay. But I mean, when you fall, it just never just gonna be okay. She probably dealing with it. So we keep these people in our prayers, and then we're gonna have to keep Albert Lee Jones, LaShonda Jones, Abby Jones, Toot Jones, Betty Servandit, Courtney, and Chiquita Crane in our prayers. I want to share something with you guys. Okay. Before we get off of here. Or maybe I'll just wait. I'll wait on another day because I wanted to have nothing but we talk about George Floyd. Today is the day for just it's your confession. So I will see you guys later on. Okay? I'm going to see you guys later on because I will be up doing some work, but I did find some other stuff and I want to share it with you guys. But I want the title to be up there so you guys will know. I'm just not going to blurt it out right now. Sandra Watt says, let's do a super chat and get on out of here. That's what we'll do. I need everybody to get up on this one. We need it. We do. Today was a hard day. I kid you not. I kid you not. We made it through it, though. We made it through it. Come on, y'all guys. Come on. Soup, super chat. Soup, super chat. Soup, super chat. Super chat. Sandra Watts coming through the window. Sandra Watts kicking down the door. Say, soup, super chat. Soup, super chat. Soup, super chat. Super chat. Shake, shake, shake it up. Shake, shake, shake it up. Stir the pot, stir the pot. Stir, stir, stir the pot. Stump, stump, stump it out. Stump, stump, stump it out. She said, let's ready to rumble, you guys. Leslie Harris says, super chat. Super chat. Super chat. We got Shelly in the house. Shwana in the house. We got Iris in the house. We got B Honey in the house. We got Goddess. We got God's Chow in the house. We got Green Butterfly. We got Leslie Harris. Thank you guys for showing up this evening. Because won't he do it? We're going to be all right. I know it gets hard, you guys, but we can do it. We got Dana, Iris, Sanja, Coretta, Shelly. Hey, Super chat, super chat. We got Iris, Shelly, Linda, Nina. We got Freddie Johnson. We got Ruby Turner. We got Iris Fox in the chat. Hey, super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Thank you, Sonia Watts. Thank you, Nancy DC. Thank you, guys, Chow. Thank you, V Honey. We got Iris Fox, Shawana Taylor, Freddie Johnson, guys, Chow. Won't he do it? 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 Robin Gray in the house. Won't he do it? God is in the house. Thank you, Lord. 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 Thank you, Lord, for Linda Green, Andrea Maxwell, V Honey, Green Butterfly Effect, Linda Green. Hey, you guys, thank you for showing up and joining us. Make sure you go out there to Nora's Closet. Check her out, you guys. She got some good things. And I will see you guys later on. I know I'm coming on later on tonight because I'm going to be doing some work. So I'll see you guys later. We'll have a good live next time we come on. We're going to be talking about George Floyd and some things we've been finding. And so we're going to share those things with you guys. All right? Bye.